Check!
Okay, I'm Fiddler. Congrats on the great show here in Warsaw.
Thank you. We're glad to hear you say that.
We're sitting backstage. It's like the walls are shaking with so much bass in this club.
Yes.
Yeah. And actually, we have already met 12 years ago when you were performing in Warsaw at Summer of Music Festival.
Theo Parish? Is that where we met?
I think we met backstage after the show
Okay.
here in Warsaw.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got a picture from that time.
Wow. This is
2006.
Wait, who was that playing? Did I have my band playing here?
I think so. Yeah, I think you were playing with the band. It was me and my brother. Yeah, so
I gotta put on my glasses on that shit. Wow, is this for me?
yeah, you can keep it.
That's so dope.
Yeah. And now it's 2018 and you're back in Europe touring. How do you feel? What is it like?
I really feel good, man. It's amazing. I mean, it's rare that you get a chance to repeat and come back in so many years, you know. That was 2006 when I was here. That was when we were outside in that field in Warsaw, right? Remember?
Yeah.
It was a big, huge complex.
Yes.
So, damn, that's over 10 years, you know. It's like 12 years. So, I feel really good. I'm thankful that I'm still able to come here and perform and healthy and have new music, and it's a great feeling. And that's you.
Yeah, that's me and that's my brother. And I remember you said that we look like twins.
Yeah. Your brother, how's he doing?
He's good. He's great. He's actually like the main editor-in-chief at our website,
Good. Tell him I say hello.
Yeah. And he's today at the Games concert because the Game is performing here in Warsaw as well.
Oh, nice.
Today, at the same time. The Game. Yeah.
Really? So this is 2006. Yeah, right. 2006. Things have changed for me a little bit. I'll probably look a little different.
Okay, so since you first came in the game and since you released your first solo albums, the music industry has changed tremendously. But since you came back a couple of years ago with Bass Mentality 2 EP, it seems like your loyal fan base has resurfaced and you're getting a lot of support independently as an artist. So what do you think was the key for you and what was the hardest thing in coming back to the game after a long break?
I think the key was to release more music, of course. And I think the hardest thing was to find a place to put the music, to release it. And I think Bandcamp is amazing, and that helped me with Bass Mentality too. And now I think with this release for Motor City Booty with my friend Yanu, was amazing for me. And now I think this new record with Moody Man is also amazing for me. So I think it's just great that I've been able to consistently release records. I think that helps now that I can release new music that people can have access to. And different things, you know, and everything's not the same, so it's nice that it's different, you know. People can buy some new music on that Fiddler. I think that helps. For me to come back here. If I didn't have the new music, I don't feel like I would be here.
Yeah. And in November last year, you released your fourth studio solo album, M-Dog Nights.
Right.
What does this album mean to you? And what is the meaning behind the title? Because I couldn't figure it out.
Well, with Moody Man, we released some songs as singles under the name M-Dog Nights. And there was a nickname that he gave me that he liked that kind of stuck with me. And it refers to a knight in shining armor. And M-Dog is like my brother, you know. When someone in the States says, yeah, that's my dog, that's my brother, you know. So it's like my brother, the shining armor has come to light. So that's what it means to me.
And what what was like working on this record? Because I saw one interview where you mentioned that the music that you're releasing now is music that you recorded years ago, and you're just trying to get rid of all the older music to make place for the new one. So was that the process behind this album?
Yeah, the process was that myself and Moody Man would sit at the computer and pull songs that I was sitting on the computer. And what happened is that once we pulled the songs, I have to update the songs to bring them to current. So even though they're older songs, I have to work on them more and make them complete. So I think that was the most process, and then we did some remixes on the songs, and I really love this record because it means a lot to me because my brother Bubs passed away in 2016, and he's on the record, and I have Dilla on the record, and those are the two people who are important to me, who I love, and who are contributing to this record, who are not here in body and soul, but in spirit and mind. So it's really cool. It means a lot to me.
And throughout the 80s and 90s, you were a part of the legendary bands Funkadelic and Parliament. How do you look back on that whole era and that experience from time's perspective?
Well, that for me was a dream come true because my dream was to always play with Parliament Funkadelic. I love jazz and hip-hop and soul and bebop and reggae, Afrobeat, salsa, calypso, reggae, but I felt like funk was always in my soul, and I always wanted to have the job playing keyboards for George Clinton. So to get that gig was the ultimate high for me at the time, and I was in heaven when I got that gig. And George was so cool that I learned a lot from him about the process of being in the music industry, from everything from making merchandise to business to producing to writing, the whole process. So that experience meant a lot to me, and a lot of the musicians that were there when I came were amazing. They were the people who George came to Detroit with from Newark, New Jersey, and some of them that came from Washington, D.C., the younger generation that were amazing musicians that I learned from. So the whole experience was a school for me.
And I think for all the hip-hop fans, one of the most interesting chapters of your career and your whole legacy is that you were basically like a mentor to the young J Dilla. And do you remember, because you taught him like the basics of MPC, how to use it?
This is very hard to believe, guys, that today we lost a real one. Today we have lost a real one, the greatest of all times, Fiddler. He had a great spirit. He was talented. He was kind, and when you go through the tributes that are being written about him, Detroit and the whole world of entertainment has lost a legendary. It's very unfortunate that he came out and asked for help to go about the cancer, and all of a sudden he won it. I would say he won the cancer because his legacy will forever live on. We have a lot of his music left behind. Remember, he never wanted to say he is old school, and his music will keep new in our ears each and every day. I can't imagine how his family is feeling, the people that loved him, and the entertainment world. This is very sad and heartbreaking. Drop out your condolence messages in the comment section, and please keep them respectful. At only 65 years of age, we have lost a legendary. Rest in peace, Joseph Fiddler.